Good morning, students. Welcome to our YouTube channels, Nath Online Classes. Today, I Vidyasagar is present in front of class 8 to discuss subject science. First of all, I am going to discuss about chapter 3. Its name is Synthetic Fiber and Plastics. With all of you, please like, subscribe and share it. Now, let us start the discussion. In this video, I have made so many things based upon the classifications of synthetic fibers. So, first of all, you should know what is the synthetic fiber. As in earlier classes, you have read about matter and I have classified it in previous classes. I hope you have watched that video. If you did not watch that video, then try to watch first previous video based upon matter and then watch this video so that you can understand all the things clearly. Now, today I am going to discuss what is synthetic fiber. So, synthetic fiber is nothing but a types of polymers. It is a clothing materials. First of all, it was discovered or made in 1920 AC. It is also called as magic fibers or easy fibers. Without its maintenance is so simple. It don't need iron and it is easy to wash and dry easily. So it is called as easy fibers, and another name is magic fiber, and another name is also, you should remember that it is also called as man-made fibers. So I am giving here some examples of synthetic fibers such as nylon, orlon, acrylic, polyester, decathlon, vinyl, etc. are synthetic fibers. Now, look at how it is made. How is it made? So, the process by which the synthetic fiber is made is called as polymerizations. It includes monomers to form polymers. As for example, ethylene. When ethylene is processed and heated, when ethylene is heated in presence of oxygen, then we get polythene. We daily use plastic bags. It is the example of polythene. How is it made? It is made by taking many large number of ethylene to make polythene when it is heated in presence of oxygen. So, n number of ethylene, it is the formula of ethylene. You should remember it is an organic compound, and when it is heated, it is the sign of heating, and it is oxygen. You should know about it, and it is the chain of ethylene, and n represent here a large number of ethylene are present in this molecules. So this is called as polyethylene. Poly means many, and ethylene means polymers which is used here is called as accumulatedly polythene. So it is polymers and it is monomers, and this process is called as polymerization. Understood? Are you getting all the things? I hope you are one of the best students of this scenario, and you are able to understand all these things. So this whole process is called as polymerization. Understood? Every student could understand it if they have sincerity towards this video and have some patience and concentrations. So please don't waste your time and try to listen the lectures in delivered by the virtue of this video. Now, what is polymers? What is polymers? Polymers is high molecular masses. Polymers has high molecular masses. There are many molecules here, and its molecular masses already you have understand it, that becomes very large because there are many molecules present in these polymers. So we can say that high molecular masses, and it is also a compound. This is also a compound. Polymers are also compounds. And one thing you should know, if number of molecules is 1, then it is called as monomers. It has only 1 unit. If it has 2 units, then it is called as dimers, and it is represented in this manner, A and A. If 3 units, then it is represents as trimers, A. In the same manner, if it has many units, then let me tell it n units, then it is called as polymers, and it is denoted by An. Now we can say that process of joining large number of molecules to make a very large molecules is called as polymerization. The process of joining large number of molecules to make very large molecules. Large number of molecules are joining to make very large molecules is called as polymerization. Now there are 3 types of polymerizations on the basis of monomers, on the basis of occurrence, and on the basis of molecular force acting between the monomers included in that polymers. So I have written here the types of polymers on the basis of monomers. Also on the basis of monomers there are 2 types of polymers. One is homopolymers and second is copolymers. Homopolymers are those polymers in which the same kinds of monomers are used, that is called as homopolymers. As for example, polyesters, only ester is used to make polyesters, and polyvinyl chloride, it is also called as PVC. Polyvinyl chloride is also called as PVC. Teflon, it is polytetrafluoroethane is called as Teflon. It is the polymers of same kinds of molecules, so it is called as homopolymers. I have written here, look at clearly with great concentrations. Now, copolymers. What is copolymers? Copolymers are those polymers which is formed by more than one kinds of monomers are called as copolymers. For examples, Dacron, Terylene, as for example, it is formed by the combination of ethylene and diethyl terephthalene by the interbonding of terylene and diethylene and diethyl terephthalene. So it includes more than one kinds of monomers. That's why it is called as copolymers. And bakelite also is an example of copolymers. It includes formaldehyde and phenol as monomers. So please keep it in mind and remember all the things. Your labor must precedes you towards success. So don't be lazy and always awake yourself and be aware towards learning. Now, on the basis of occurrence, the polymers are also of two types. One is natural polymers and another is man-made polymers. Natural polymers such as cellulose and silk and wool, these are natural polymers. And man-made polymers are rayon, Teflon and PVC. These are man-made polymers as I have discussed just now. Now, polymers on the basis of molecular force acting between its link in the chain in which they exist. So, on the basis of it, we categorized here there are four types of polymers. First, elastomers, second, fibers, third, thermoplastics, and fourth, thermosetting plastics. Now, I want to discuss these all types of polymers one by one as written here. Here, the force acting between the monomers are very weak. It means it is linked with the monomers with very weak intermolecular forces. As you know about it, there are forces acting between the molecules are called as intermolecular forces, and that forces is very weak here, and the polymers formed in this way is called as elastomers. Examples of elastomers: vulcanized rubber. Always you should remember these things. Now, fibers. Here the intermolecular forces in the chain is very strong. It is a strongly bonded polymers, and example is nylon. If anybody asked to you that give some examples of fibers, then you would tell to him that the nylon is what? fiber which have very strong intermolecular forces in its chain. Now, thermoplastic, one of the best polymers we used in our daily life. In thermoplastic polymers, neither intermolecular forces are neither strong nor weak, neither very strong nor very weak. It withstands with moderate forces. And one thing you should remember, it has no cross linking in the chain. It has no cross linking in the chain. For example, polythene, polystyrene, and its nature is that it becomes soft on heating and hard on cooling. Once we heated, it becoming soft, and if we left him to be cool, then it will be hard. So it becomes soft on heating and hard on cooling. Now, thermosetting polymers have a strong intermolecular forces and also have cross linking in chain. For example, bakelite, melamine became hard on heating, and once it became hard, then no question arise to becoming its soft. Even we have heated it on higher temperatures, there is no effect on this takes place. So these are the categorized of synthetic fibers. Up to here, till here you have to remember, and in next video I will come again with new topics and new discussions. Till that, I want to say you thank you. See you.